Here we are, Vlogmas day 2. It is super early this morning. We have a lot of things planned and it starts with feeding the kitties. Mushu always cries, and this is where I messed up. I realized that some of these videos were actually recorded with time-lapse by accident, so it just rushed through my whole morning. I promise the whole video is not going to be like this, but my goodness. So then I had to get dressed and put my makeup on really quickly because we had to leave the house by 6 in the morning. I quickly changed into my shoes and we made it down all of our steps and into our taxi. We were only 4 minutes late. It was still extremely dark and cold outside, but luckily we saw the most beautiful sunset on the way to the city. I just love looking at all the different types of architecture and graffiti in different areas of the city. This is as we're getting closer to Condesa.
We made it.
We made it.
What time is it? 7:56. We arrived. That wasn't bad.
6 to 8, still 2 hours.
Yeah. I feel like we didn't sit in traffic for quite as long.
Yeah. But I do think you went farther.
You think so? He went a different way. Is that it?
And we made it to the cafe. We actually got here significantly earlier than usual. They didn't even open until 8:30, but they let us come in at 8, which was super kind of them. I had the most delicious breakfast. And then after eating, we made it over to the ceramics studio, which is the whole reason why we even came down here. These little cups turned out super cute. I made them a few weeks ago, thinking that I would have little coffee cups, but then I stopped drinking coffee for health reasons. So maybe these can be little matcha cups, or maybe for little teas. I'm not too sure. They came out really close in size, which I'm proud of. This is the littlest one. Yeah, I'm really happy with these. And then these are the matching bowls. I kind of messed up on this one because I had these little dots around it, but I forgot to paint these green, but that's fine. This is the inside, same pattern. And here, this is like a really soft white, but I don't think it came out how I had intended. That's fine. And then I made a matcha set. I'm a little worried about this. This looks like it's a little too big for the chosen, but we'll have to see. And then my little matcha bowl. When I went to trim this bowl, it was actually really messed up, but this is fine. The glaze might cover it. I doubt it, but I think it'll look cool regardless. This is my little spout. Then I made these little mugs with these cute handles. There's 2 of them. This handle detached a little bit. I didn't score it enough. It still looks really cool though, so I'm just gonna go with it. Nice. So today is a glaze day. I wanted to keep things pretty simple because this was my first time working with these glazes, and I'm starting with my little cups. I had previously applied an underglaze before the first firing in green, so I'm just covering up the bottoms with some wax resist and going over everything with a clear coat later on so that that pattern shows up. Same thing with these little bowls, which are intended to be a set with the little espresso cups.
Do you know what a wing stop is?
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah. Yes.
Like on the corner.
Okay, yeah. I know that little corner. Yeah.
You know where that like kitty corner to the Buffalo Wild Wings, the Wingstop? There's like a really nice restaurant on the corner.
Yeah.
Have you been there?
No.
Go.
Gotta go.
Oh.
Yeah, what's it called?
Bring your wife. I don't know what it's called, but they serve the most amazing pizza. It's all like handmade. It's like artisanal.
So it turns out that the name of that restaurant is Anónimo. It is delicious. If you're in Mexico City, I highly, highly recommend going. They really had the most incredible pizza. But I moved on to glazing. So this is my clear high fire glaze that I'm putting onto my little espresso cups. And then after everything is dry, I'm just cleaning up these little parts where the pinchers were to try to get a more even coat. And then once that was done, I moved on to my darker glaze. I did end up getting a few specks of this onto my white covered pieces. Learned a lesson for the future. I'll just move them aside. But I honestly didn't want to clean it up just because I already did all the work, and it's fine. It tells a story and it makes it more unique. I was a bit worried about these little pliers from some videos that I had watched online. It's very easy to break pieces, so I was careful not to squeeze it too much, and everything turned out semi-okay. Then the main reason why I was super excited to come today was actually to trim these, but they are way too dry. I wasn't able to come last week, so they dried out completely for 2 weeks. They were intended to be little ornaments, and I'll just have to try again when I come next week. But we cleaned up and then popped back in the taxi and made it home. We left earlier hoping to beat traffic, and luckily enough, we were able to get back in about an hour and a half. So that's how the day went for Vlogmas Day 2, and I'll see you tomorrow.